We just had a major new update to SureCart, which brings us closer to our mission, which is to make your e-commerce life easy. Now in this video, I'm going to go over all of these new changes. They're very important, but what I'm most excited about is I also got my hands on the next release of SureCart, and I'm going to show you the key feature in the next version, and it's huge. So let's just go ahead and get started. Now, the first big change is a brand new order confirmation modal. So before, what would happen is when someone would check out on your website, so here's a checkout page, it would then send them to some kind of a page like this to confirm their order. However, there is a problem with this, and that's that you would have to design this page, and we want to make your e-commerce life easy. So instead of sending a buyer here, we're instead going to show a modal. Now, this will only affect new websites that install SureCart. But if you want to switch over to this, what you'll need to do is go into your list of pages and delete that order confirmation page, and then you'll be switched over to that modal. So to demonstrate the modal, I first need to go in on this website and delete the order confirmation page that was already created when I first installed SureCart. And the way you know which one it is you look at your list of pages, and it will have this hyphen order confirmation. So for this, I can just go ahead and delete it. And then I will go into the trash bin and empty the trash. Now I'll be able to demonstrate that modal experience. It's completely optional if you've been using SureCart and you don't want to change the way it works, but I'll show you some ways to get it to work with a custom thank you page if you want. Now I've gone ahead and filled out the credit card information. And now when I click on Buy Now, it goes through the different steps of the checkout. You can customize these little bits of text right here. And then I get this beautiful modal right where I'm at, and it displays some text. So you can customize all of this. The colors coming from your store's brand color. The text you can completely change if you want. And now when I click on this continue button, it's going to send me to the customer dashboard, just like that. So now I'm at the customer dashboard. But now let me show you how to customize those bits of text. I've gone into edit the page where the form is, or you could go directly to the form. And all of our forms have this gray bar here at the top. So you would simply click on that and it will pull up some options over here in the right. So let's take a look at those options. One of them is the loading text. That was what I mentioned when we saw the order process, those little bits of text as the order was going. You can actually customize those and inject some branding in there. But we are looking right here where it says success text. And so here's the title. You can put anything you want in there, the description, and even the text that was on the button of that modal, you can customize that as well. Remember, we also have the same option we did before right here where it says custom thank you page. So if you don't want to show this modal and you still want to have some form of a order confirmation page, maybe you've got more info packed in there for whoever purchased the product, all you have to do is toggle this on, create a custom order confirmation page. You can even add the order confirmation block. It's still there. Choose that page right here. And then what will end up happening is the modal won't show. And instead, it will take your buyer when the purchase is successful to that custom order confirmation page that you've created. And to reiterate, the reason we did this is because our mission is to make your e-commerce life easy. And if we give you things that you have to design, it's not easy. So we want to give you an experience that is beautiful and elegant out of the box, will meet 99% of users' needs, but still gives you the possibility of customizing it and customizing the experience. So this is why we've gone that direction. And you're going to see more of that at the later part of this video. Next, we're happy to announce that we fully support Mollie. It's a very popular payment gateway in Europe, and we support the payment methods that Mollie offers. So here's Mollie's website, and if I go right here to their pricing and scroll down, you'll see a list of the different payment methods that they support, and there's some interesting ones in here I've never heard of. Mastro, You could have had SEPA from Stripe if you wanted, but there's some other things in here, as well as you can connect and sell with PayPal through Mollie. It's pretty interesting, but now all of these are available to you. Now, just a reminder, the way you connect to payment gateway is very simple. Log in and go to settings right here. And then you'll see this option here that says processors. And you can see all the processors right here. All you have to do is click on the one that you want to connect. Connecting to them is so easy. And since we're on the topic of payment processors, I'm happy to let you know that we've already started work on Paystack, and we're starting the process with RazorPay. So Paystack is going to cater to merchants in Africa, and RazorPay is going to cater to merchants in India. Massive populations there, so we'll be able to get lots of new SureCart users. The next new thing is that we've added the ability for the downloads that you attach to products for you to use an external URL. It can be an external URL to a zip file, an image file, a PDF, anything really. It doesn't have to be any of those. So for example, if you're selling Notion templates, what you do is you have to get a share link from your Notion account, and you can even use something like that. It's any kind of custom link or external storage. So here I am on a product page. I'll scroll down. Here's my downloads area. And I have 2 downloads attached to this product. And you can see the first one right here has this badge and it says secure. This file is on the SureCart provided secure file delivery system. And so those files will have the badge and it will look like this. For your external links, it will look like this. Now, to add either of these is still very easy. You can click right here where it says add downloads. And you can see right here is the option for secure storage. When you click on that, you can upload or choose your file. This is the secure delivery method that SureCart offers all users. But you can also add your custom link now. So it's the same process. Click on add downloads, choose external link. You get this little modal. You'd give the link a name. You can kind of see here, I named it my audio file, and simply paste the link. And that's all there is to it. Now, this next update is so cool. You already know that SureCart, you can set up a product and sell it with an installment plan. This is something that's very hard for other e-commerce platforms to do, but it's not easy for SureCart to do. And all users that have SureCart can create these payment plans. But what ends up happening when someone has a payment plan, they will contact you and say, oh, can I just pay the whole thing off? And so we made an easy way to do this. Now, this is a premium feature, and we also said this was a premium feature when we gonna be a premium feature when we launched our premium plans a few months ago. Now, you can see right here is a payment plan, because you can see here it says 2 payments remaining. So if you have a customer that's on a payment plan and they've asked for it to be paid off early, go to their payment plan details like this, and you'll see here in the top right, there's this button that says actions. And when you click on that, you're going to see a brand new action there that says pay off subscription. When you click on it, it's just going to confirm, because if you click this button, pay off, that customer of yours is going to be charged the total of the remaining payments. So that's why we have this little modal here, just to make sure that you want to do this. Now, this is actually just the first step in implementing this feature, is making it so you, the merchant, can easily go in there and initiate it to be this payment plan to be completely paid off. Now, the second phase of this is to add a user interface to the customer dashboard, so your customer can go in there and initiate an early payoff themselves, reducing the need for them to contact your support desk. Next, we have a new enhancement to refine and give you greater control over the cart abandonment recovery feature that we've built into SureCart. And this is going to be found inside of the settings. So you'll go to your settings, and then there's this option right here that says abandon checkout. Now in here, you're probably already familiar, but when you scroll down, we have these new advanced options right here. So the first toggle is to ignore purchased products. That's a no-brainer. And then we also have this one here called grace period. So what the grace period period is if someone buys something today and then they go and see a checkout form today, later today or tomorrow or the next day or whatever time period. And if they put their email in, what will end up happening is it's going to trigger the cart abandonment for them for whatever they visited the checkout for. But some merchants didn't want this. They wanted there to be some form of a grace period. So, for example, if someone's purchased from me today, they won't get anything like this for a day or 2 days or a week, even though the buyer now has abandoned the checkout. Either way, we've added these options for you to have greater control over the abandoned cart feature inside of SureCart. There's actually a ton of things that we released in this update. If you weren't familiar, we post the changelog, the complete changelog on our website. Simply visit SureCart.com. And then there's this option here that says Help Center. And then right here, it says what's new. But let's just review this so I can point out any other enhancements that might be you would definitely want to know about. Okay, so we made it so you can revoke a subscription purchase. You can cancel manual orders. We didn't cover that. You can delete a customer from the merchant account page. Another thing here that we did that was a really nice improvement I didn't show is we've updated the way we word payment plans when someone's checking out, so it's made crystal clear. We also improved the RTL experience based upon user input. We made it so the tax ID input field, the labels that show there, you can edit them. I remember the person that requested this. This option right here, or this improvement here, is really cool. So if you're using the Stripe payment element, if you notice, it will have some things that it asks your buyer that they might have already inputted prior, such as your zip code or your country or something like that. So now if the buyer adds that data earlier in the checkout form, it will then replicate inside of the Stripe payment element. We've got some things here for when you're searching for a price, product, or customer, the way the dropdown would appear. So now that's paginated. We have 2 new things here to prevent a user of SureCart of getting themselves in trouble deleting the wrong thing. So we've kind of made it so you can't do that. And we have a few other odds and ends. So you'll definitely want to keep eye on this page. Now for the good stuff that you were waiting for. Well, it's all good stuff. I'm going to show you the next version of SureCart. And I'm also going to show you something really cool that we're working on right now. First, I wanted to show you that we're working on a brand new website for SureCart. It's going to be really deep with information on all of our features, videos, comparisons, use cases. It's going to go deep into all of these areas. A beautiful design on it, and I'm very excited about this. This was much needed, but when you're moving fast like we are, sometimes some things will always be left that need to be improved. Now it's time for the big reveal, the new feature that I'm very excited about, and I'm sure you're going to love it. It's going to have a huge impact on the merchants that are using SureCart. Let me give you a little bit of the backstory. So earlier this year, we're in 2023 right now, I was using SureCart, and SureCart by leaps and bounds is easier to use than all of the other e-commerce platforms. It's more customizable, it's more functional, it's just a great product. But we have very high standards. And for me, with the background in teaching people how to do stuff, I thought, we want to make it even easier, right? Our mission is to make your e-commerce life easy. So how can we make this easier? So the prior workflow of getting to the point of installing to selling, there was too many steps and users had to make too many decisions. So we thought, how can we make it so they don't have to make those decisions? So what the current flow is, you install SureCart, you create a product, add some prices, then you go and you create a form, and then you go and create a page and you add that form. Obviously, when you create a product, you can use a buy link. And about a month ago, we released a brand new checkout experience that is absolutely gorgeous and super high converting. But we wanted to make this whole process so much easier. So what we've gone ahead and done, and I'm going to show you right now, we're calling instant checkout pages. That's a working name. It might change. Instant checkout pages. And how it will work is you create a product, you can add your prices or whatever, 1 or 2 prices, and then boom, you instantly have a checkout page with a checkout form with the price chooser, and it's gonna look beautiful. Let me show you how it works. Here I am on a product, and I'm gonna show you 2 things that are different. So the first thing, in the top right, it says instant buy link. We might change the wording, and I'll show you the options behind this button. You'll also notice right here, it says description. It didn't say this before, but you can now enter a description for your product. Now, this is going to work with these instant checkout pages, and it's also going to work in 2 months once we release product pages that will have add to cart links. So we're putting it in here now for the instant checkout feature. So what you'll do, you'll go in here. In your product, you'll add a nice little description. It's definitely optional. It's nice if you do that, and it's nice if you add an image. Then you'll come up here to where it says instant buy link, and there's a drop down here, and this is going to reveal the options for this page, and I'll show you the page in a moment. So let's look at these. You can publish this page, meaning make it available or not. I have it published. You can put the checkout form in test mode if you want. You can have it show your store logo. This goes from the settings that you've added to your store. You can show or not the product image, the product description, which I talked about here, or show the coupon field. You can customize the slug. This is the URL. I don't know why they call it slug, but the URL that goes to this page. And then right here is the link, and you can view the page. Now, what's nice is even if it's not published, you still can view the page to see if you like it and start customizing. But I've already published my page but as soon as I got my hands on this, I certainly was trying it out and I published it. So let's go ahead and do the reveal of what that checkout is going to look like. And this is what it looks like. So let me navigate for you everything that's here and some of the things that we're still working on. This is an alpha. We'll probably iron it out and have it released in maybe a week to 10 days. So we place the product image right here. We put a slight rounded corner on it. We have the name of the product. We have the price of the product right here. And here is that description. We automatically add a price selector. There's one improvement we're going to make, and that is where it says the name of the product and then the term. We're going to make it so you can customize this right here. So this would probably say monthly plan, and this would say annual plan. And then over here, we've got what you would expect. We've got the email at the top, the name, the address, the payment information. We have the coupon code box expanded. And this is a feature that's going to be a new option to SureCart soon, whether you want it expanded or not. We have our order summary and, of course, our buy button. Now, what we're trying to accomplish is to make it easy for you to start selling immediately and have it be an amazing experience. This is obviously an opinionated checkout experience. This is what we think it should be. This isn't really that customizable other than those toggle switches. This is going to convert really, really well. But SureCart still has that amazing customizability with everything. So you can still have your custom pages and all of that. But the reason we did this is because there's too many decisions that someone has to make when they first open up SureCart about the form and what needs to be in the form and a page. And then how do I make a page look good? All these things were decisions that a new user to SureCart would have to make. So now a new user just needs to spend 30 seconds, create a product, toss in a few prices, add an image, add a short description, and then boom, they have this instant checkout form. And then this also works with that new order confirmation modal that we showed earlier in this video. And then in another update in the future, we're going to have a beautiful out-of-the-box customer dashboard area. So once we've done that, a new user can install SureCart and have the most amazing e-commerce experience out of the box without having to make one design decision. It will just work. So that's a big reveal. I think it's a bigger deal than you might realize than we might realize. This is making e-commerce easy for people with an amazing experience. There's nothing like this for WordPress, and it's so easy to use. Everything's just a couple toggle switches. So we couldn't be more excited about this, and we're going to try to get that new customer dashboard out, beautiful experience out of the box inside of this update. If not, we're not going to wait on this. We're going to release this, and then we'll have that be in the release following it. As usual, I've been giving information about the future. You can join our Facebook group. There's a link in the video description, and that's where I'm revealing all sorts of stuff in real time. And so you get all of the up-to-date, up-to-the-moment news of what we're working on. It's exciting. But we also have physical product pages, and we have shop pages that are coming. We're working on that. We're going to probably have that out in April, but later this month, I'll be giving reveals, or throughout this month, I'll be giving reveals on that inside of our Facebook group. Pretty excited about that. I know a lot of people have been waiting to use SureCart until we have that, and it's right around the corner. Couldn't be more excited. I'd love to see you in the Facebook group. If you have any questions about this update, what you liked the most, I'd love to hear about it in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a SureCart user or a potential SureCart user, and we'll see you in the next video.